Okay. Good morning. My name is Vikas Panchal, and I'm a cinematographer. It's been 2 years, and I've been shooting short films, documentary, and travel videos, and it's been fun. So today I'll tell you what is cinematography and some tips about cinematography, so you can learn it better. So what is cinematography? Cinematography is basically a Latin word which is made up of two words. That first is kineme, which is motion, and other is graphy, which is recording. So basically, it's the art of recording a motion. That is cinematography, and the one who does it is a cinematographer. So cinematographer has a responsibility to create creative ideas to shoot a motion picture. Okay, so there are three main aspects of cinematography. The first one is lighting, the second one is camera and its equipments, and the third is the filmmaking techniques. So we'll first come to the lighting. So lighting is a very integral part in cinematography. So there is not only one way, there is not one way to shoot to lit a subject or to lit a scene. There are several ways you can lit a subject, a scene in several ways, and it basically affects the mood and impact of the scene, which depends on the director, what his mood is, how he want to shoot it. So you must have listened the 3 point lighting. It consists of three lightings. The first one is key light, the second is backlight, and the third is fill light. So what is fill light? So I'm sorry, the first one is key light. So what is key light? Key light is a primary light which basically fills the subject. So basically there is a light which is very high intensity, and it fills the light, fills the subject, and it creates some shadows to counteract which we use the fill light. Fill light does what? It reduces the shadows created by the key light. And the last comes is the backlight. Backlight separates the subject from the background. So it is placed just opposite to the subject, like I'm standing here. So it will be placed after me, and it will create some lighting effects around my shoulders and my head, which will separate me from the background. Now, when we talk about the lighting, there comes an important term which is known as color temperature. So, what is color temperature? So, different source of light have different color temperatures, have different colors. Like if you talk about a candle, it has a reddish light, and if we talk about the midday sun, it has a slightly bluish color light. So, it is the color temperature. So, what is color temperature? Okay, so the color temperature, right? We are talking about the color temperature. So the sun and the candle, they have the different lights. So they have different. These can be expressed in different numbers, which is known as color temperature, and it is measured on the Kelvin scale, which is known as K. So after we talk about the camera equipments and the lenses. So there are basically three type of cameras, which are first one is point and shoot camera, the second one is DSLR, which most of you have used, and the third one is the cinematic cameras. So point and shoot cameras are the one that is on your mobile phones. We generally use them. The second one is DSLRs. Like I have one here. This one is DSLR. It's actually a mirrorless camera, but you can also say it's a DSLR. And the third one is a cinematic camera. So the main difference between a DSLR and a cinematic camera is the cinematic camera records it in 4K, and it supports the anamorphic lenses, which are basically used in the cinematic views and cinematic things like that. After that, we come to the camera equipments, which are lenses. So there are various type of lenses. One is zoom lens, the other is wide angle lens, the prime lens, and there are a variety of lenses. So what the lenses do, it like when we talk about prime lenses, it gives a bokeh effect where what you may have seen on your phone too with two camera things, like it blurs the things at your background. So that is the main function of prime lens. The zoom lens is basically used to zoom with a normal eye. We are not able to see the far things. So the zoom lens is used to see the far things. So after that, we come to the mics. Mic is a very important thing, which is important to record things, which is record audios. So there are different type of mic. The first mic is lapel mic, which is also known as a collar mic. The second mic is a handheld mic, which you have seen with the news reporters mainly. And the last one is the boom mic. If you have seen any photo of the shooting, they have this long stick. One man handling the long stick, and that is known as a boom mic. After this, there are reflectors, there are soft boxes, there are diffusers. They are really used with the lights to soften the light, to reflect light. They are also very important things. So after this, we come to the filmmaking techniques. So there are various filmmaking techniques that are very important. Yes, they are very important. So there are filmmaking techniques like there are camera shots, there are camera framings, the camera focus, camera angles, the camera movement. So the what are camera shots? So camera shots are, we can say, like framing, but they're not framing. Like let me tell you, the one camera shot is extreme long shot. So you may have seen some drone shots. Like imagine filming a forest and there's a road in between and there's a car going on the road. So what the extreme long shot will do, it will emphasize the scene of the forest, but we are not focusing on the car. So we are just showing what is going around, what the forest is like, what the environment is like. So it is the extreme long shot. Then comes the long shot. So the long shot is like we are focusing on the subject, but we are also showing the environment. We are not filling the whole frame with the subject. So that is long frame. Then comes the medium long frame. That then comes a full shot where the full shot where the subject fully occupies the whole frame. Then comes the medium long shot. Medium long shot, what you are seeing right now is a medium long shot. What I have been cut from these low ankles, so this is medium long shot. Then comes shot. If I cut from here from my thighs, this that is a cowboy shot. It was generally used in the movies to shoot cowboys. Then comes the medium shot. If I cut my subject from the waist, this is medium shot. Then comes the medium close-up shot. So if I cut the frame from here, from the chest up, this is medium long shot. This is a medium close-up shot. So now comes the close-up shot. What is close shot? When we need to emphasize, we need to show the expressions, the seriousness of the subject. Then we use the close-up shot. It is generally starts from the neck and mainly shows the whole face of the subject. Then comes the last one, it is extreme close-up shot, in which you show the minor expression, the minor things which values the most, like eyes of, or if I am hammering a nail into a wood. So that is the extreme close-up shot. Then comes the camera framing, the different types of camera framing, like one shot. So what is one shot? When there is only one subject in the frame, that is one shot. When there are two subjects in the frame, that is two shot. When there are three subjects in the frame, that is three shot. So and there's one is the over the shoulder shot. Like if I'm talking to someone and the camera is behind me and I'm blurred and it's taking some of the part of my shoulder and focusing on the subject whom I'm talking to, that is over the shoulder shot. And another one is the point of view shot. So if I am peeking, imagine if I am peeking through a door and the cameraman is shooting the keyhole, like what is happening on the other part of the door. So that is point of view shot. Like we are showing the viewer what we are seeing. That is what we are showing. Then comes the camera focus. The camera focus drives the attention of the viewer. Like where I want the viewer to see, that works. There's the focus. So there's rack focus, which is also known as full focus. Like if I'm focusing on one subject and the focus changes from one subject to other subject, that is rack focus or full focus. Then comes the shallow focus, which I already told you, like the bouquet, which in which only the subject is in focus and all the things in the background are out of focus. That is shallow focus. Then the deep focus, when everything we want to show everything in focus. That is deep focus. And the last one is tilt shift. Tilt shift is done by special type of lenses, in which if I want to show only the eyes in focus, while my whole body is in a frame, but I only want my eyes to be in focus. So there comes the tilt shift focus. in play. Then there are camera angles, different type of camera angles. There are basically basic 10 types of camera angles. So there's basically, it starts from here. There's eye level shot, there's shoulder level shot, there's hip level shot, there's ankle level shot, and there's ground level shot. And there is a Dutch angle in which the camera is tilted in a certain way to show a dramatic movement. That is a Dutch angle. Then there is a bird's eye view, or it is also known as overhead view, which you have seen in the Mission Possible, and you have seen your Google Maps, like the overhead view. That is the bird eye view. Then there is aerial shot. That is the drone shot you have seen, which the normal man can't go. We send the drones to take the aerial shots. Then at the last comes the camera movement. So there are various type of camera movements. Like there is static or fixed camera shot in which the camera is fixed on one tripod or anything, and it is basically used to take a still shot in which some people are having a conversation. So there is zoom shot in which the whole scene is first shown and the camera is then zoomed in and shot and showed us, and they show a specific scene. Then there is pan shot. Imagine I have a camera here. So I have a camera here. So what I'll do, if a subject is moving from here to here, so I'll fix my camera here and move my camera like this, side by side, not moving like this, just like this, rotating it. So this is pan shot. So there is also tilt shot where I'll fix my camera and move it upwards, like to show from down to up. That is tilt shot. So then there is whip pan or swish pan in which I move the camera a little bit. I showed a scene and I move the camera a little faster, so it creates a motion blur, which looks a little dramatic. So that is whip or swish pan. Then comes the swish tilt. It's only vertical. It's just the same. So I'll show my subject and speedily move up, so it creates a motion blur. Then comes the tracking shot. So you may have seen a shot in which two or three people are moving and the camera is following them. So that is tracking shot. And the last comes the crab shot. So you may have seen the crab move side by side. So what does the crab shot do? The cameraman holds the camera and moves side by side, tracking the subject. Just the tracking subject. Only the difference is you're moving side by side. So these were the basic tips. Basic tips in which you will able to understand cinematography better, I hope. And a lot of scope in cinematography, like you can go in pre-wedding, you can go in industry, you can be a freelancer. There are various scope. So I would like to say, go out, explore, and start creating. And I would like to invite Bhavna.
Okay. We have questions coming from the audience. So they're asking if we want to shoot a short film. So what is the basic criteria to start with the planning of a short film, or how do we proceed?
Okay, so there are basically three steps of shooting a film or any short film, you say. So the three steps are pre-production, production, and post-production. So in pre-production, we plan this whole thing. We have the script, we have the screenwriters, we write the script, we write the screenplay. We first plan all the things, then we shoot, we set up, we shoot, and then the post-production comes in which we do the editing and all things, the post-production, advertisement and promotion. So what all these things do, they are done by planning. So what they do, they just save your time. If you not do the pre-production, the planning thing, your shoot time, at the shoot you'll be confused. Okay, I plan to do this shoot and this comes up and this looks better and I'm confused. So it basically saves your time. So there are the basic things you should do.
And apart from this, one of our student, he is asking if he has to go for the screenwriting and to make a career in screenwriting. So how should he start, and how to practice screenwriting?
Okay, so screenwriting actually, what is screenwriting? Basically, I would like to tell you what is screenwriting. screenwriting is not just writing the script, and it's what you would be looking at the screen, what would be coming out of the screen. That is screenwriting. So if I have a scene like I am walking and two people approaches me. So the screenwriting is done on a paper. It has some boxes. So we have to draw the characters. Okay, I'm going like this, and he's coming from here. So they have some specific format. So you have to basically do the courses to do the screenwriting. Because I don't think the industry or wherever you are applying will not acknowledge if you have learned from any side or whatever. So you have to do basically the courses for the screenwriting, and we have many institutes that teach screenwriting in India.
That's it.
So I would like to invite Bhavna.
Okay, thank you so much, Vikas, for such an interactive session on cinematography. Hope all the children love this session, the live webinar on cinematography. And if you want to know more about cinematography from or one of the expert mentor, Mr. Vikas Panchal, then stay tuned with us. And the next live webinar will be on 1st November at 3:30 p.m. with Dr. Sukhdeep Singh, who is an eminent a gynecologist, and she's going to make you get aware about the importance of having menstrual hygiene and why should we break all the menstrual taboos. So stay tuned with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
यहाँ से